Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, we actually automated Piglet Hearts, which I honestly thought would be a little bit harder than it turned out to be. And what it turned out to be was this setup that we're looking at right here. So we've got one Piglet, and he stays there forever. He's actually been named. We can go in here. I don't know if we can see his name, but we gave him a name. And he sits in there, and all these little guys over here, these little Drigmies, they essentially do this little spinny orb around this guy, and they gather loot. So what we actually have is, I believe, in this, look, we've got 40 Piglet Hearts just from this, just sitting there doing its thing. It's pretty good, like it's genuinely pretty good. So there's a number of things we can do to make this better, right? One of which is making these guys happier. They get happier depending on the mobs around them. So they're more happier if there's some unique mobs around them. So I think if I put like cows and sheep and all these different mobs around here, they'll run a little bit better and we'll get a lot more loot. The thing is, at the moment, I don't know how many we need. You know what I mean? Like, what we have right now might just be enough, right? So, where do we go from here? Well, this Piglet Heart, we need to cast molten alloys onto this, right? The problem is, in order to get our hands on these alloys, we need some soul lava, okay? So, soul lava can allegedly be found in the other. So, I'll tell you what, we're going to be making our adventure back into the other, and we'll see how this goes. So, I believe, yeah, we hop into the nether, then into the other, and then we're good to go. Now, in order to find these, I'm not sure what our play is, to be completely honest. We'll jump in. We've got two different compasses to work with here. We've obviously got the structure compass and the, whatever the other compass is, the nature compass. The structure, so we're looking for a volcano, right? So I shift right click. Let's search volcano and see if are we allowed to search volcano? I mean, we've got nothing here, you know what I mean? So I don't think that there's anything there. It's also not too responsive. What if we search other? What if we search Allthemodium? Ancient Pyramid, Dungeon, Pigland Village. So I don't think either of those are what we want. So I think maybe we want a biome. So we'll make a nature's compass. That's this guy right here. He's gonna need some, some logs, some saplings, and a compass. So we should be able to do that pretty easily. And then I guess we'll see if the volcano shows up in here. So we'll open this guy up. We'll search volcano. These are from the Terralith mod that I've added personally to my game, which isn't in the normal game. So in terms of the other, we've got the other desert, we've got the other desert hills, and Soul Sand Valley? Well, I guess that's not Soul Fire Valley. Okay, so we're looking for a volcano. Now, as you can see, we've explored a decent amount. Like, we've got this guy down here. We've got his interesting structure over here. Some desert hills with ancient stone. We don't really see a volcano, do we? Now, I might have missed it, because I do remember seeing a comment about it, but I don't remember actually seeing, like, the volcano myself. So we might just have to do some exploring. So yeah, there should be a volcano just full of, soul lava. I hope I've been saying soul lava this whole time and not soul sand, but, hopefully you get the idea. So yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'll fly around a bit. I might need to up my render distance for this. We've got ours currently at 6. Let's bump it up to 32. This might even be a shader off sort of adventure so we can actually see stuff. Also, in regards to shaders, I'm using over-imagined shaders. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're sort of playing a little bit of a lottery here. I'm just gonna have to go exploring. We can try and see, because, like, I don't know what biome they spawn in, you know what I mean? It's possible that somewhere here it mentions a biome, although, to be honest, it doesn't necessarily look like it. Was there a spot mentioning soul lava? Frequently asked questions, shaders, FPS, all that fun stuff. Okay. Tinker's Construct? Maybe there's, like, a soul lava section. Oh, okay, here. Soul lava. Oh, this is what we're looking for. Okay. So hot it can melt anything except an iron bucket, yep. Deep in the other, you will find a volcano filled with the hottest liquid in all of Minecraft. Soul lava is used to make Allthemodium alloys. You'll need this for the start. That's all we get. Oh, and we get some Allthemodium ore. Okay, I thought that was a star for some reason. Okay. I'm trying to, like, see, like, is that just sand down there? Or is that, like, is that soul sand? I can't tell. But we're looking for this. So it's like cobblestone and, I don't know, blackstone or something. It honestly, it's a lot thinner than I thought it would be, so I was looking for, like, a big, circle, when in reality we should just be looking for some sort of small little structure here. Yeah, like, even, like, this size, you know what I mean? Ancient stone. Interesting. You know what I'm sort of thinking as well? I wonder if we could find a loophole to this. In terms of a loophole for searching for these fluids, right? What I'm sort of thinking is like a builder quarry or something, you know what I mean? Like something that can accept like a pumping add-on, right? So I don't know if a builder quarry can, or well, I guess it can. It's a shape card pump. This card represents an area that can be used by the shield or builder. Sneak right click on builder to start mark mode and then click the corners. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could pump out just stuff from a massive range and we might hit soul lava. I mean, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Pump, and then we've got some quarry plus pumps. I don't really know how they work in terms of like big ranges. I reckon we maybe give it a shot. Maybe. Do we have any builders lying around? Because first of all, the main thing I want to check real quick if we can make one of these is whether or not you can even place it in this dimension, because I know that there was I don't know, some issues with placing things in this dimension. Boom. Okay. Allegedly it can be placed. Interesting. I'll do a little bit more searching, but we might give that a shot because I don't enjoy searching. I find it incredibly, I don't know, anti-fun. You know what I mean? Like right now, what am I doing? I'm just aimlessly looking around like, oh, where's the thing? And like, as far as I'm aware, there's no like, I don't know, there's no way to make this easier. You know what I mean? Like there's no like, oh, I could invest and make this tool that will help me find the stuff. No, it's just luck. Just like, and when you hop into the other, like in your playthrough, you might spawn on a volcano. You know what I mean? Like it's completely luck based. So it's sort of, I don't know, it's blech. Worst part of the game for me. I absolutely dread it. I might do that. I might get back to our waystone. Yeah, and we'll set up this builder. Okay, I'm gonna place the builder quarry here. Well, it's currently not a quarry; it's just a builder, I guess. Then I'm gonna search for our pump. I'm gonna grab. We'll probably just grab a clearing pump. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do. Or maybe not. Maybe it won't be the easiest. For this, we'll need a shape card, which will need some bricks. Luckily, we do have some bricks lying around, so we'll make a shape card with some paper and redstone, and then combine that with some buckets of stuff, and we then have a pump. So I'm going to place this guy in here. We're going to open up the card GUI, and then we have some options. We have the dimensions that it's going to try and do this in. We want it to be a solid box, and I'm just going to sort of like bump these numbers up to whatever the max is, right? Because we're just going to be pumping fluid, so it doesn't really matter as far as I'm aware. And so this is now what we're dealing with, that range. And I think that's pretty much it. Now, in terms of storing the fluid, obviously we're going to need tanks for each fluid, but I don't really know how this is going to work. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I think our best bet is honestly to get, a fluid storage cell and like use refined storage to store all the fluid that we're allegedly going to get. If we even do get fluids from this, because quite literally, I've never used it before, so I don't really know. So yeah, we'll come back here. I don't think we have any fluid cards. I feel like I'd remember if we did. So like, in this thing, it's all just storage discs. So we'll open this up. We'll search for a fluid disc. One of these guys. How much do we want? We could do, maybe, I mean, we have none of this auto-crafted, so realistically, I've got to go add all these recipes. I mean, it's fine. Like, I can do it. You know, there's no real harm done there. So yeah, let me add all these. Now, in terms of what we want, we don't need it to be crazy. Like, to be fair, I think an infinite fluid storage disk isn't nearly as expensive as the normal storage disks. So, like, we could research everything up until that. I don't think that's a bad idea. So you know what? We might actually do that. Let's bookmark this, and I'm going to add every single pattern leading up to it. All right, I believe that's all the patterns here. So I'll go ahead and put all of those in. Bada bing, bada boom. If we wanted an infinite storage disk, we could pretty much make one. In terms of the resources as well, like if we have a look at the quartz, we only need 24,000 of our nether quartz essence, whereas with the actual like infinite storage disk, we needed like 600,000, I think it was. It was a crazy amount, so it is a lot cheaper. In regards to that though, can we afford our storage disk, like just to get it started? Almost. Almost. I am kind of tempted to just make an infinite fluid one. Should we just do it? Are you guys going to be upset if that's, after all this, I just make an infinite fluid storage disk? Maybe, but listen, I feel like it needs to be done. I'm gonna do it. I honestly cannot help myself. Infinite fluid storage disk. Like, out of this, what else do we need a lot of that we might not have? The main issue was just like the nether quartz and stuff, and we've got a lot of that. Like, even the redstone, not much redstone needed. Maybe slime balls, but we've got those automated. I'm just gonna order it. There we go. It's happening. It's being crafted. So, once this is made, which I'm not too sure what the bottleneck would be. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera there a bit. Not the camera, sorry, the microphone. I'm not sure. Maybe the smelting of like all these ores, but even then, our ore processing is pretty fast. I think possibly this guy might be a bit slow because, I mean, he just simply is. In fact, we're turning a bunch of wool into string. I think that's the recipe we're using there. I could speed this guy up a bit, as you can see here. And as you can see in the top left, look at that as we mow through it all. I think it's currently just gravel now. We can put another one on this, and another one, and another one. This is currently max time in a bottle. This is going as physically as fast as possible. And in terms of, I guess, just the production, what are we looking at here? It's so hard to see because we're genuinely crafting things so quickly. What I'm also curious, the material stonework factory. We've got obsidian in here. What can I can't do anything here, can I? What if I put this into craft? What does this do? Oh, it compresses it. Okay. I don't actually want that. You can stop. Okay. What we might do though is I kind of want to make more of these. Like, what does this do? This is currently putting water and lava in there. I don't... Does it actually use water and lava? Let me just remove these for a second. I think it does. Yeah, okay, so it uses lava, it looks like. So all I need to put in this thing is lava. Let me just make sure that's right, because we can make this guy just make us constant glass, and that might be a smarter option. Yeah, he just needs lava. We can make this a lot neater, I think. And I think that might be worth doing. Let's grab... maybe not. It doesn't matter too much, realistically. Let's craft one of these things, if it even will. We're going to need some gold gears as well. That's not too bad of a recipe. I don't know. The stuff will show up eventually. Pink slime. We got any of that yet? Yep, here we go. Okay, so we've got another one of these factories. I'm going to slap him up here. Another thing is, like, creative exporter is so overkill, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world if we leave it there. Not internal storage, sorry, external storage. That probably makes more sense. We also need, like, a way in here. Okay, so, this guy will obviously get an exporter. This guy will receive, lava. We can put water in there as well. Obviously, he'll have enough water, but, just so that I don't have to put a bucket of water in there to begin with. This will probably save me a little bit of time. He will have an external storage on top. All of this obviously needs to connect up with some cables. Here we go, cables, beautiful. So these cables here, and then we'll have this here. In terms of the storage, we want this guy to be extract only, and see, because otherwise he does that. And realistically, we kind of don't even want that. I kind of want him to be an importer, because I want infinite glass coming out of this guy. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to deal with literally anything else. I don't want 2 stacks of glass. I want infinite glass. So in here, I'm gonna put glass on the whitelist here to make sure it doesn't put any of like the sand or anything it's smelting. So we'll turn this into a whitelist. Only glass is allowed out of this. And what we're gonna do is cobble will come in. We're gonna turn that into crushed, and that'll turn it into gravel, I think. Crush it again into sand, then smelt it, and then that's it. And I believe that's how this works. Next up, we'll obviously need an ender gate. So we'll go ahead and grab, sure, one of these ones that we have lying around. Slap that on front. And we should have this guy running. In terms of the upgrades, what do we have? Processing, speed. Okay, sounds good to me. So we'll search add-on. Processing, we've only got one of them, and we're probably gonna need more in the future. Oh, we can't afford. Oh, they've changed some of the recipes, I guess, because this gear no longer exists. I think it's now part of the system. But we'll need 1 speed as well, and for now, guess what? These can go in there. Why not? And as you can see, I mean, it's working. We're getting glass. And yeah, I think it's doing the right thing. All right, we need to find the pattern for this gear that we've made. It's probably honestly just one of these invalid patterns. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave this as it is for now. We'll chuck it in here, sure. And we're gonna search for gear. I'm gonna drag in the diamond gear recipe. So this one here, and we'll click that. There are alternatives apparently. There's a thermal series gear, same recipe, so doesn't really matter. I'm going to use the all the ores one since you would assume that that one's going to be here to stay. So that should be good. We can open this guy back up, or whichever one we got it from. Chuck it back in. Oh, but we would then also need to change the recipe for the thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For the add-on is what I'm saying. Oh, and that is going to be in the other location, because it's going to be on the actual machine, which is all the way over here. Sorry, as we lag all the way over as the world loads. It's going to be connected to this guy, so it's going to be actually, to be honest, it's going to be all of these recipes. So we'll grab all these. I think we've got a pattern grid up here, and I'm going to have to fix these guys. No, I place it here? I place it there. There we go. Diamond gears. This one has 2. Oh yeah, it does need 2. But sadly, it needs to have an alternative. So, I need to tick this one. Forge gears diamond. We can click apply, click set. That means it'll use any diamond gear, which means even if they change the gear in the future, we should still be fine. So that's a little loophole we can do. We don't need that, believe it or not. We'll do this again. I'll remove that gear, open this one up, set it to 2, set the alternative to be diamond gears tag. Oh, set it to 2 again. Set. Perfect. That should be good. Make sure we click apply so that it updates the recipe properly. And we'll do the same one here. Set this to 2 and set the alternative to be diamond gears. And that should be good. Make sure we click it. Yep. Okay. That should be perfect. We can chuck all these 3 in here. Open this back up. Search processing. We only need 2 more, but once again, we use these every so often, so I'll craft 10 of them. And that should be perfect. And then, what were we doing? I was making a fluid storage disk, so we actually need to be over here. I'm trying to figure out, like, where exactly are we? Okay. Still a little bit crazy. Yeah, we're waiting on the processing things, and apparently they're taking a little while, which I guess makes sense, because I think we're, like, waiting on just the smallest processing to take place, but this thing's still taking place. We're currently actually waiting on our ores, and once again, way faster than it would have been, because we've got so many, what do you call them? Dudes currently making this stuff. I actually want to go check in on them and just watch them in action. So that's happening over here. So we can come have a look. Yeah, they've all got iron ores on them and they're all processing away wonderfully. Let's do one other check as well. We shouldn't see much in here. Like, seeing only like 2 or 6, that's fine. The issue we would have is if there was more than that. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Like, there was 6 in that one, 6. Yeah, honestly, I think we're good. I think our system works pretty well. You want to see something really weird? Look at this. We're only moving 4 iron dust at a time. And I don't know why. I went over and looked at our ore processors and they're all empty. This guy's only receiving 4 at a time. He has a creative crafter on the back, so that's not the issue. We've got a bottleneck somewhere. 100%. We have some sort of piping set up currently that is just not working. I think what's happening is, I don't know where we put it. Yeah. So, this guy's... What? Like, I'm pretty baffled. I'm honestly pretty baffled. I feel like they're all going into a chest and then only 4 are coming at a time, because these guys are done, which means the ore's somewhere else, just going in very slowly. And once again, I don't know how they do it, but I'd love if I could, like, double click this and it would somehow show me or, like, tell me the coordinates of, like, where, I don't know, where it's coming from or something. Like, I don't know how they do it, but it's like, I don't know where this bottleneck is. I don't think it's any of these. That's obviously the input barrel. So there's like, I don't know, there's some, I don't know, some slow part somewhere, and I genuinely don't know where it is. I mean, over here, we have enough storage, so it's like, it's not an issue over here. This guy, the importer, he's creative, so that shouldn't be a problem. He should be receiving all the ores, like, instantly. It's baffling. I don't know, because the thing is as well, the rest of the ores seemingly processed, like, very quickly, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, it's very, very strange. You're just getting just a little bit at a time. I don't know why. Is one of these patterns, is this like a recipe for putting only 4 in at a time or something? Like, I really don't know. Regardless though, it's done. So now we're just waiting on the rest of these patterns to go ahead and do their thing. And honestly, they look like they're doing pretty well. So we'll grab 2 of these processing patterns out and we'll chuck them in here. And this guy should now be a little bit better at his job. Clearly not by much, but the beautiful thing about this right here is it'll do it infinitely. You know what I mean? Like, we'll just leave it there and it'll just do its thing. We have infinite lava, so that's not a problem. We've got infinite power pretty much, so that's not a problem. We can just leave it. We can let it do its thing. Realistically, it probably is better for us to set up an infinite like an ultimate crusher that only makes glass. You know what I mean? Just keeps glass made. Because, I mean, although it's infinite, it's also, like, this material stonework factory, it's pretty slow. Like, if I wanted to, if I was like, hey, I would like 10,000, our crushing factory does a much better job. It is processing, what, 9 at a time here? It's doing 9 at a time. Like, obviously, it's only doing gravel at the moment, but then it gets to sand. So I guess, realistically, if this guy's processing 1 glass every time he does it, pretty much, then maybe, you know, maybe we're only getting 5 glass at a time. So maybe it is worth setting up 5 of these instead. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty fair point to make. Generating cobblestone. If I click this around, we go granite, obsidian, cobbled, blah, blah. We'll just do cobble. I was going to see if maybe I could just, like, skip a part there. I don't know. I had people suggesting me set that up, so I don't know. There we go. Regardless, though, we now have, oh, if I can spell, an infinite fluid storage disk. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? We got something made. How's that? So this guy can go in here, and now it stores infinite fluid. As you can see already, it's already stored 150. Look at it go. So what is next? Well, now we need to bring the network into the other dimension. This is going to be a little bit messy just because of how we have to do this. Because I need to place like a transmitter here, and then I need to go into the other dimension, place this, and then it's a little bit messy. Oh god. But we should be good. I'm struggling a lot at the moment. Okay. Everything's fine. We're good. We did what we wanted to do. Everything's going perfect. Nobody stressed. Okay. So we hop in this dimension. We come over here. We can slap this guy down. I'll place him here. Why not? We're going to network card him, and then I got to run back and do it. You know what as well, by the way? I've been moving around really strangely. I think it's because I don't have this little speed boost from our pants. I think I got used to the speed boost, and so it's throwing me off with the movement. I think that's what happened. So we'll keep this guy in our backpack, I guess, for those rainy days. So anyway, we now have stuff here. So what I thought we'd do is we place a tank, right? Just a simple tank. It doesn't have to be a crazy one, although, to be honest, we could probably get away with doing a crazy one. I think we can do an advanced. This uses an advanced thingy there. Diamond gear, missing 1. All the ores, diamond gear. What are you talking about? We only have a recipe for thermal series gears. Is that what you're telling me? And if I craft those and I search advanced, oh god, advanced, and I order one, can you make it now? No. Oh, also, wait, hold on. One thing I wanted to mention, this guy over here, he should be glowing now. I've forgotten to mention this entire time. With these over-imagined shaders, they actually have, I feel like I mentioned this every time as well anyway, they actually have emissive emerald blocks. So this stuff glows. If we turn off our night thing, oh god. If I turn off our thing that makes it nighttime, if I figure out how to get there and we lag our way over, we should be able to see the awesome glow. I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. How do we do this? It might just be by picking this guy up. Does this guy have a regulator? He does. Let me take the everything out real quick. Let me take the crafting upgrade out. And then let me take this out. And I don't think it can put another one in. Which means if I make it nighttime, which we can do, believe it or not, we can do it with a ritual. Or if I can figure out how to jump. Well, listen, we're struggling a little bit. I don't know what's going on. We should be able to skip it to nighttime. Unless, I think it's currently going nighttime. Yeah, I think the sun's setting. Oh, awesome. Okay, we're in for a treat. I'm going to sit here patiently. You know what I realized this entire time? The night vision goggles have been actually affecting like how everything looks even with shaders on, which I didn't think it was. But yeah, how cool is this? This was well worth the wait. Look at the glow from our reactor. How cool is that? Our reactor. To be fair, we could do with like some, I don't know, some like a smooth emerald texture that sadly there's not really that many emerald options as far as I can tell. But I'm very happy that our reactor now like glows. You know what I mean? Once again, another thing is I was trying to figure out how to make it glow more. I don't believe there's an option for that, sadly. Just yet, anyway. There might be in like a newer version, but yeah, cool. I'm happy. So we can chuck night vision back on, everything gets a little bit brighter, and we're good to go. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, I was fixing a recipe. All right, there we go. We've got the thing. Beautiful. So I'm going to chuck this guy in the other, which, by the way, I need to make a waystone for it because going through this portal and then the other portal every time, pretty dumb. Let's be honest. I don't know why I'm still doing it. It's quite embarrassing to say the least. So we'll go ahead and take care of this issue real quick. Let's go in here, search a waystone, go ahead and craft one of these. Boom, boom. Slap it down here, and the other. There we go. Beautiful. So this guy will get a black hole tank above him, and I think we can start him already, and he should get stuff going. So we're gonna grab an ender gate. Realistically, I probably do want like a powerful one, you know what I mean? Just so that we can make sure that we're providing enough power regardless. So we'll make some of these. I'll go ahead and slap one on there. So now, I mean, he should be doing it. I don't know if he is yet. Maybe I need to turn him on. Yeah, I'll probably got to turn him on. Let's also get a lever so that we can, I guess, control it. So we'll slap this guy there, sure. And the important thing here is going to be the importer. I'm going to have a creative importer on this guy, and he's going to be set to fluids, and that's it. So, this should work wonderfully. Let's place this stuff here. By the way, remember, I can switch to the fluid grid and find all the fluids, I believe. The question is, I think this is the fluid grid. I think that's what we'll, yeah, okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. Boom. So he's now currently doing it. He's looking for fluids, right? If we open this up, let's maybe position it here so we can see that. Do we see anything happening? So far, no. That's not looking too good. Obviously, our main goal here is to get our hands on some soul lava. The problem is, I don't know if it's possible. Like, I genuinely don't know how this guy works. Obviously, we're going to be finding some water. We should be finding some lava. Like, lava should be going up higher than this number when we find some. And then, obviously, there's soul lava. So, yeah. That's currently what we're waiting on. To be fair, let's turn this off for a second. Let me highlight the area. The problem is it's highlighting a massive area. The issue I'm having at the moment is I don't know how far up and how far down it's going. I think if we go up, like as high as we can, we should actually be able to see the top of this thing. As silly as that might sound, I think that's a thing. Like, we should see the square or the box that it's created. And the fact that we're going up as high as we are makes me think that that's probably not the place. So let me drop back down and mess around with this config a little bit more, just to sort of, I guess, wrap my head around what we're actually working with here. Because yeah, if I open this up and we click this, is this the Y level? Are we doing like a ridiculous Y level right now where we're just wasting time? I mean, I feel like we are, but then again, when I open this up, look, like, I mean, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it's going pretty slow. I feel like that means it's actually pumping stuff. Do we feel like we're pumping stuff? You know what a good test is as well? Let's change this to whitelist mode. Or I guess even just pick this up. Are we getting anything? Are we? It's possible the pump doesn't work how I think the pump works. Maybe I should look up the pump. Okay, let me redo this. So now the network's set up. I've reset our end. I've actually downloaded the one from our server that we host. So in theory, it might have the stuff we want. Worst case, we might have to do a little bit of cheatsy stuff. But I mean, we're pretty much where we were. We need what, an importer, I believe. So we'll grab a creative importer and then cables. And I think that's pretty much all we have to do. So cable here. Slap this stuff on, and then I'm going to switch this into fluid mode, okay? This guy's still running. He should be, you know, draining fluids, doing all that sort of stuff. I guess if I turn that back on. And once again, we should be able to watch the fluids in here. So at the moment, you can see the lava. It's actually going up this time. So already, like, mission sort of accomplished. Like, it's actually functional now. And now we just need to hope that we get some soul lava. Now, once again, the chance of getting the soul lava is probably pretty low. But what I'll do is I'll probably fly around a bit and see if we run into, what do you call it? A lava thing. I mean, yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle, to be completely honest, because, yeah, you know what? It's fine. I'll be back. Okay. I thought I'd do some research before I do my little baby rage where we are. And from what I've seen, the water does spawn in this dimension. There's meant to be water, okay? And the other thing I've seen is a lot of people saying the same thing, which is they can't find the volcanoes, you know? Like, they're looking and they're struggling to find them like I am, and they're searching a lot. So I no longer feel as, I don't know, bad, I guess. And what I've heard a lot of people say, obviously finding a volcano, that'd be perfect. But I've also heard a lot of people saying that same thing about the villagers. And so I think that's what we need to do. We need to find more of these villagers. So the Pigland Villagers, I'm just going to start searching for these. And we're going to go from Pigland Village to Pigland Village until I guess we find it. Some people say you dig down. Some people say you just stumble upon like a pool within the village itself. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Listen, I apologize for an episode like this because they're not my style. I'm not the biggest fan of them. But hey, I like to show you guys how horrible certain parts of this is. And finding one of these villagers, or just not, sorry, finding the soul lava is exactly one of those. Alright, so here's another village. But yeah, I've seen pools of it, and then I've also seen like, I don't know, I guess deposits underground. So yeah, we'll look around. The deposits or the bits above ground, I mean, obviously it's pretty obvious, like, it's glowing blue. Oh, it's glowing blue soul lava. Okay, yeah. This 1,000,000% is my suggestion, is go to these Pigland villages, run around them, have a look to see if you see it. I would say don't even bother going underground because I don't know if they spawn underground. You know what I mean? I don't know what we're dealing with. All I know is that this is soul lava above ground. I mean below ground in the Pigland village, right? Like obviously in the Pigland village, but like not underneath the Pigland village. Soul lava. Okay, so a few things. One is awesome. We've got soul lava. Two is, in theory, shouldn't that mean that like our this guy should eventually get soul lava, our builder? Maybe. The other thing is, I want a bunch of these, so I'm probably gonna fill these up with buckets. I know we can get like ender buckets and stuff, but I'm just gonna do it the good old-fashioned way. We're gonna pick all this up, and then we're gonna show you guys how you can make more. So all we need is one bucket, I believe, and we can go from there. So, oh, it flows very fast as well. Beautiful. I'm genuine. I'm so happy because I was thinking like, I genuinely thought it just wasn't spawning in my world because of the whole Terralith mod I had, and I can't remove the mod or else the game literally breaks on me. So it's like, I thought I'd messed up big time, but I only messed up little time, I think. So I think we're good. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, Pigland Villagers. That's where you want to go. Don't worry about anywhere else. If you find a volcano, you find a volcano, but I doubt you will. Are you serious? No. This is a joke. What? This is a joke, right? This is 3 volcanoes. No. It must be, no. No. Because this is meant to be the map from the... Is this serious? Wait, did we serious... There's no way. Also, holy moly, that's a lot of sand. Okay. Wow. No way. 2 of them. And then 3 of them. A third down in this direction. Right? Down here. What? I don't believe it. Okay. Huh. These, obviously, I'm just in the other desert hills. You can, what did it say when I was over it? It said nothing, okay. Yeah. Cool. Sure. Wow. I'm truly quite surprised. Okay. I'll show you two ways that we can work with this then. Alright, cool. Listen, that's fine. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Alright. The video continues. Okay, so first thing we need, if you find a volcano, get yourself a hose pulley from Create. You'll need to get some stuff from Create built. Once you have it built, it's amazing. This thing, if the settings toggled in the config, which I believe it is by default, if it touches a big enough source, or like a big enough lake of fluids, it will consider it infinite, right? So that's essentially what we're going to try and do here. So I'm going to grab our hose pulley. Realistically, we probably want to try and get it smack bang in the middle, so we'll give this a shot. Oh, we probably don't want to fall in it. We'll bring this over here. It doesn't have to be in the middle at all, but it would probably look a little cooler, right? So we'll place this here. We'll pick all this stuff up. Beautiful. And where do we go from here? Well, on one side, we can put a hand crank. So we can search hand crank. Here it is. Boom. It's going to cost you some wood and some andesite. And this will allow you to lower the nozzle, as you can see here, into the lava. And by the way, I still have my shaders on currently. I can toggle them off. That's what it looks like without the shaders. And this is obviously what it looks like with the shaders. So it is visible, right? You can find it. So if we go down here, we actually can't see anything under there, but it's in there, right? We can see that it's in there. Beautiful. So from here, I believe it is as simple as grabbing a pipe. No way it's this simple. I think it is this simple though. I think we just grab a pipe and we just put it into a tank. Like, listen, I understand that sounds incredibly broken, but I'm pretty sure it is just that easy. We'll order one of these. We'll make a big tank in here, and we'll probably bring it back into the other dimension anyway, but at least for now we'll do this. So, advanced black hole tank. We're going to place a pipe here, place the tank there. We'll grab a wrench of some sort, if we have any lying around. I put a lot of them away. I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot more relaxed. The video's going our way. So we set this guy up to extract. I believe he is, and as you can see, there we go. We've now got soul lava coming in. So, in terms of draining, it does look like it is draining it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We will drain this all, because what we can do is we can build an artificial lake that's bigger, and we can, consider it infinite then. So we'll give that a shot. Assuming that config is toggled. I imagine it is. And I'll also go over another way that you can, ideally get infinite soul lava without doing this method, because obviously this is you need to find a volcano, and we got incredibly lucky, of course, right after we found like the single block. I don't believe it. I'm trying to figure, like, what I'm curious about is whether if I go back over these unexplored lands, if a volcano will show up. I don't know though. Anyhow, what we can do here if we want to speed up this process is we can go ahead and grab a pipe, and we can probably push it to the next level. What I'm curious about is, how do I get netherite ones? Oh, you actually do craft them. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get a netherite upgrade. Let's chuck it in here. And yep, this guy will fill up a little bit faster. And as you can see, he'll drain it a lot faster. I'll just keep lowering this. Is this guy full? No, he's nowhere near being full. Okay, good. I'll just keep lowering this. Alright, it started up again. Oh, in fact, we've actually reached the bottom. Beautiful. So as you can see, we are draining all of the soul lava within this pool, which is going pretty well. I'm quite happy with how nice this is going. We'll be able to see how much exactly we got. I don't remember the specific number that you need in an infinite pool, or in a pool, in order for Create to consider it quote-unquote infinite. That pipe still exists, it's just we're too far away from it at this point. Yeah, cool. This is a lot of soul lava, by the way. Like, this is probably good enough, but I mean, hey, we probably want infinite, right? We want at least a source that is constantly creating this stuff for us, so that we don't, just so that we never have to worry about it, ever. Like, I'm just thinking, like, this is genuinely probably more than enough, but I mean, why not? One thing we could do as well, if this is taking a little bit too long, which, it's taken more than a few seconds, we can come up here, use our time in a bottle on this guy, and I believe that might do the trick faster. We might even have to do it on the pipe. Oh yeah, I think the pipe did the trick there. That looks like it's draining pretty fast. Oh, and there we go. So this is now pretty much everything gone. Realistically, I think if I were to oh yeah, got rid of that stuff too. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Do you want to live in a volcano? I've got one for you. Here it is. So now we have where are we? Oh, now we have 20,000 buckets of lava. Awesome. Yeah, let's pick it up. Cool. So 20,000 is in roughly one of these. There you go. Good to know. Really good to know. Awesome. If we wanted to, we could drain the other volcanoes, which I'll be honest, is not a bad idea, especially now that I know that I should use the time in a bottle on whatchamacallit, on the pipe. Like what I should be able to do. Oh no, hold on. Alright, if the crank's going the wrong way, by the way, you can hold crouch to change the direction. So if I stop this, yeah, then it drains. And it only drains up to the thing, so I've got to go all the way down. If I time in a bottle this... No, I can't even do it. I guess that answers that question. Oh, you know what we could do? Hold on. I could grab a motor and an ender gate, and I could probably do it this way. Hold on. Let's pick up this hand crank. Let's place the motor like that. Let's increase this to 256, and then let's slap power on it. As you can see, that gets it right to the bottom. And then it should start draining, ideally. Let's pick this back up. Yep, there it is. It's draining. Then if we grab time in a bottle and we speed this thing up, as you can see, it drains pretty quickly. It does a pretty good job. So that, yeah, 20k roughly in each of these. Very good to know. I have a feeling it was 60k that you need for this. I can actually, I'll try to look it up real quick. Okay, I'm looking at it here. It says 10,000, right? But with that being said, it also is at -1, which means it's currently disabled. Now, I don't know if that's the same on New Worlds and stuff, because it's like a world-specific thing, but it does look like, quote-unquote, the minimum amount of fluid blocks the hose pulley needs to find before deeming it an infinite source is disabled. So, this method of using the hose pulley does not work. Which means, although it's good to come in here and, you know, snap up a lot of soul lava, we do need to actually find a way to make this stuff infinite. So, let's go ahead and see if we can figure out how to do that. I'm going to need to grab myself a warp stone. And then we can head back here and figure out where we're going to build this. So, you know what, I'm thinking back. It was in what do you call it? Project Architect, wasn't it? That we set up our last blazing blood thing. Or did we have a soul lava? No, we had molten netherite, weren't we? We were like farming molten netherite. So what we'll probably do is I kind of like this area a bit. So I reckon we'll build whatever it is we're building over here. Maybe I'll slap it along here. And I'll show you, you'll figure out pretty quick what we're doing here. It's not going to be amazing. There might be better ways to do it. But I'm just going to go off this way that I heard someone mention and hope that it even works. Okay, so what is the trick, you might be wondering? Well, we've got soul lava. It should be this simple. We grab a cauldron, right, from vanilla Minecraft. Okay, you're following? It's very, very technical. We grab a dripstone and a dripstone block. We place the cauldron. We place the dripstone above it. So it looks like I'm going to have to build up a little bit here. I think this is how you do it. You place the dripstone. Then above here... Oh, what have you got? Oh, he's gone. Then above here, we go ahead and we place the soul lava. And you ready for this? This guy here, if this works, should drip. And as you can see, he's dripping lava. Okay, fair enough. He's dripping lava. That's not what we want. Let's speed this guy up. I don't even know if this is how it works, by the way. I don't know if this guy actually speeds up. But in the perfect world, this would work. And this would give us soul lava. And I'll be honest, I think it does work. We just need to wait. And I mean, the part that doesn't work is clearly the what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? The time in a bottle doesn't appear to be doing much here, but this should work. Yeah, a few more drips coming in. So, in terms of large scale, we're obviously going to want more of these. In terms of different cauldrons, I don't particularly think there's like a better cauldron. I don't know of any if they do exist, but what we can do is we can make a big line of this. Realistically, we should make it somewhat, once again, expandable. I reckon we do like a 5x5, right? So I'm probably going to dig out, well, a spot for a 5x5. Because I believe there's like a chance aspect. It's not a guaranteed that you'll get some. You might get a crazy amount of soul lava all in a row, or you might not. And so that's why we're going to make like a pretty big zone here. Now, one thing that will remain is this on the entire level. I don't know if it has to be a dripstone block. I don't know. I should probably test, shouldn't I? So what we'll do is half of this, I guess, will be dripstone, half won't be, or roughly half, you know, through the middle here, like that. And then this stuff can just be cobble. You know what I mean? We'll see if this works. So we'll do that. Worst case, we just use exchanging gadget and it should be quick and easy to fix. This will go there. In terms of everything else around here, I mean, if we want to keep the theme, I guess we can keep our dripstone around here. You know, there's no problem there. Otherwise, we could do glass or something, or we could do a mixture. We could do a little bit of both. Why not? So we're going to place that there. Then we'll pick this up. And all we're going to do is fill this in with some more soul lava. Now, in regards to the soul lava, or in the regards to this whole dripstone thing, I don't think flowing works, right? I'm pretty sure it has to be like a full block above. Once again, we can do a little bit of testing. Oh, see, I just saw some drop there. So I don't think it actually has to be a full block then, because as you can see, we saw some. Now the question will be is, does it run through cobble? And that'll be if any of these blocks drip. Oh, yep, I just saw this one drip, and it's obviously cobble. Cool. So all we realistically need is that there, and this should be enough. If we want to, we could fill this thing up. But once again, I mean, we don't need to. In fact, realistically, what we could do, and what we probably will do, is I'm going to place a block here and here. Oh, can I? Apparently I'm not allowed to. Am I not allowed to place a block here? I'm not allowed to place a block there. How strange. Can't place blocks in soul lava. Anyway, I'm going to build this up like this. I guess I'll do dripstone. We'll go boom, boom. I'm going to break this block. And I'm going to build this up. And I'm going to do like a this, right? This is what I'm going to do with a that. Okay? You following? And then I think we can get away with just doing this. And then that looks pretty cool. You know, it looks like a nice fountain. And then what we can get away with is putting like some glass all around this thing. So currently we've just got normal glass, but I think if we do a little bit of this, we can get connecting glass. That sounds pretty cool. And then we can build this up like so. And I think that's pretty cool. Why not? In terms of the corners, don't really know what our plan is there. Obviously this can go and that can go. That might make it look a little bit better. I don't know if we want to put a frame. I'm not going to. But yeah, so we'll leave this as it is. We'll keep an eye on down here to see if we get any soul lava at all. And yeah, I guess that'll be it. Alrighty, I think this looks pretty good. Nice. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I think it just looks nice. You know what I mean? So yeah, now the waiting game is literally just to see if any of these fill up. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Realistically, this is a pretty slow scale thing. Once again, I don't know. We can try. No, I can't even time in a bottle this thing. I can time in a bottle this. Can't time in a bottle the actual cauldron. I'm trying to think of like, how else could we do this? Is there any other way? I don't think there is. Obviously there's dripstone, pointed dripstone, or here, yeah, pointed dripstone. I was gonna see if there's like a recipe you could turn into, like super dripstone. Drip leaf? Small drip leaf? Maybe. We got some dripstone that looks like it's going up. Obviously we want the down dripstone. The dripstone. Dripstone creeper spawn egg? That's interesting. What does this guy do? He can be melted into blood. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. In terms of cauldrons, once again, we've got this guy. What I was going to see is there any recipes that use the cauldron? I was going to see, like, what other cauldrons do we have? What other blocks share the cauldron trait? Minecraft cauldrons? Let's do hashtag cauldron. No, we'll do hashtag, oh, sorry. Hashtag Minecraft. No, not hashtag. Oh my god, I'm pressing the wrong button. Dollar sign. Dollar sign cauldron? Nope. Dollar sign Minecraft. I think this is how it's meant to work. I don't know why it's not working, but I thought that was how it worked. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing from here. I don't know what else to do apart from wait. I mean, we could build more of them, but I kind of just want to see one work. You know what I mean? Because then we know that more will work. Realistically, we could leave it as it is and we could actually start smelting stuff, right? In terms of that, by the way, I reckon we do something fun, and I reckon we use an alloyer. I haven't used an alloyer before that just only does alloying, and I feel like it'd be pretty fun. I probably shouldn't have right-clicked that. That was a bit laggy. Alloying, yeah, we can use either a smeltery or a specific scorched alloyer, and I want to use this thing. This thing needs some of these bricks, which is going to be nether grout, which is going to be all these interesting recipes. So magma cream. We're going to click this. I'm going to order 1,000 of them. Should be relatively easy to make. We'll add this into the recipe, and I'll make, I don't know, a couple stacks. This stuff, I believe we just smelt, so I'll probably just go chuck it in our furnace. Yep, that should do the trick. So we'll come over here. Our base looks very different without shaders on. Man, the shaders do such a... I love shaders. Anyway, I'm very happy. The start of this episode was rough, I'll tell you, but I'm in a great mood now. So we should now have that grout, which means I should be able to make a lot of this stuff. These fuel gauges are going to need some nether quartz. So here we go. This is a scorched fuel gauge. We can chuck that in there. This is a scorched alloyer. So this is like the controller of the machine, right? A lot of this stuff we can probably put away. Okay, so yeah, Scorched Alloy. I kind of want him over here, so we'll place him here in some capacity, maybe even down here. That might be a little bit weird, but I think it'll work. So I'm going to place him there. And the Scorched Alloy, I imagine, needs some of these Scorched bricks. So we just crafted probably too much. So we'll make some more bricks. I'll quickly go and smelt all this stuff. I love having this little barrel. What would one up this barrel would be having an ender chest on me, or an ender bag, sorry, that links up to this thing. Which I definitely could do. That might be a better option. But anyway. So over here, obviously this is the guy we want. In terms of the size, the bigger is probably the better. They're more efficient the bigger they are. So we might do something like this size, I guess. Like what, a 5x5 in the middle? Not too big, not too small. It's a nice size, I think. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll do this. Okay, so this is the structure built. The problem is, at the moment, I mean, it does nothing, right? Like, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't even have a fuel tank. It doesn't have anything else. So we are going to have to place those things in. So I'll search Scorched again. The first thing we need is a fuel tank. So that's going to be this guy here. Now, in terms of how many we need, one is enough. So we're probably just going to do one. And where we place this could be annoying. Because obviously we want to put this soul lava that we might, or that we may or may not be making. We still do not know. It's inconclusive currently as to whether we're making any. But realistically, we could probably insert it from the top, which I've never done before, but I reckon that could be fun. So 1, 2, 3. I think this is the middle of the actual structure. I'm going to place a Scorched fuel tank there. And I think that's good enough. So then we'll have like, pipes. Once again, we can sort of choose which pipe we want to use. I might actually grab just some really basic... I kind of want to use create pipes. Create pipes are so nice. It's almost insulting not to use them. So I'll probably do this. And then I'll grab like the soul lava tank. And this will be like our middleman, right? So what I'm thinking is we'll probably somehow pump all of this stuff into this tank here. So realistically, I mean, we can place him there. That's fine. So this will connect there as well. One of these will be a pump, obviously. So that'll probably be this guy, because that's, I don't know, the easiest. And then we'll also have one of these guys be open, which will be pretty fun. So we'll grab that. We'll grab a wrench. Here we go. Replace this out. So this guy and this guy will be open. This guy will be a pump. We want him to spin that way, obviously. We're going to grab cogwheels. Oh, cogwheel. And then we'll grab... We could do a motor, or we could do like a soul lava thing. I'll probably just do a motor. It's probably the easier thing to do. So we'll grab an electric motor out. Here we go. So, how do we do this? We place this here, place a cogwheel, place a motor, give him some power, and he should begin. Awesome. So we should actually see some soul lava coming through here, and it should fill up this tank. Yep. Now, obviously, my shaders make it so you can't see the fluids in the structure, which is a little bit upsetting. But as you can see, it's working. So that guy up there will fill up wonderfully. Awesome. So, where do we go from here? Well, we need something else. Must be placed above a fuel tank or a heater to function. You know what I'm sort of realizing? This might not even work the way that I think it works. Must be placed above a fuel tank or a heater. I think this guy needs to be down there. Okay. Sure. Let me pick this stuff up. Alright, now these do like retain their inventory, so it's not the end of the world, but we can come over here and place him down. What's he showing? 48 ingot capacity. I mean, that doesn't seem right. We've got a massive, like, location here. Let me pick this up again. Pick this up. What if I move them up just, like, a little bit? Like, is that the issue? Let's see. What do we have now? 48. I'm now realizing that I really don't know how this works. At all. We're probably gonna have to consult the book. I imagine there were some people here who knew exactly how it worked, and they were just, like, face-palming this entire time. 48 ingots. This is quite embarrassing. What's going on here? Scorched. Scorched Alloy, simple alloying machine, Scorched casting base. What's the point of the Scorched glass if there's no, like... I mean, there's Scorched strains and stuff, so you must be able to make, like, a big Scorched machine, right? I'm just missing how to actually put it together. Okay, that's fine. Let's do, at Tinkers. There should be a book. As to whether we have the book, it doesn't really look like it. But we'll probably be able to make the book. Alright, so it's one of these. I reckon we can try this one. This uses some nether grout, right? Nether grout in the book, and we get the fantastic foundry. Maybe that's what I need, a foundry. Nether, or Nemur, sorry. Here we go. So, alloyer. That's it. This is the structure. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's it? Oh, no. Okay, so this is the foundry. Okay. Yeah. This is a little bit embarrassing. It's a tiny bit embarrassing. So this is the alloyer, right? This is the way it works. The issue is, he doesn't appear to be expandable. Well, he also doesn't appear to have an inventory. So I feel like I'm so close, but so far. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So this was a fail, by the way. In case you're not sure. We probably just want a smeltery. We could use that, but I mean, we don't really want to be completely honest. I think we just, yeah. I think we just want a smeltery. I thought you could do this. What am I thinking of? Is there a tank or something from Tinkers? I swear there was a way that you could do something like this. Seared fuel tank, seared ingot tank, seared melter. Okay. Alright, well anyway, we need to make a smeltery. And apparently we haven't made a smeltery before. Which means it's going to be a little bit tricky to do, I guess. Oh god, how embarrassing. We really... I'm sure we have. Haven't we? Don't we have one somewhere? I don't think we do. Yeah, because our tool... Oh no, what am I talking about? Our base is built on one. We literally... Our entire base is built on the foundation of a smeltery. It was like one of the first things we built. Listen, I'm losing it. So, awesome. We have a smeltery. Cool. That's good. That's always great. The first step we're going to do here is we are going to disable this exporter. Okay, that's going to be step 1. Step 2 is we're going to make sure that this stuff actually is exporting. So I'm going to hop down here and I'm going to give... I'm going to take out a stack of this. And I think that'll just take care of things, to be completely honest. That will allow this guy to start emptying again, which will be perfect. What we want to do is we want to grab some copper. We don't need a crazy amount. I'm going to put a crazy amount in because why not? And so hopefully that'll melt and it'll go into here. Awesome. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Once we have copper in there, which shouldn't take too long, we want to cast that onto something to actually get the Smeltery Controller. So that's this guy here. We want to pour it on top of a seared brick. I'm pretty sure we have a seared brick. Yep. Oh, and that's deep slate. Here's a seared brick. Beautiful. On top of that, we're going to want more of this stuff. So we're probably going to make a bunch of grout. A decent amount. We'll probably want more as well on top of whatever we just made. And we'll chuck all this into smelt. Man, I really thought we were doing something cool there. And then it was very embarrassing when it turned out I was just dumb. So yeah, we've got copper in here. What I want to do is get a block in here. All right, here we go. Seared casting basin has a seared block in it. We're going to replace our fluid pipe. We're going to set this guy up to extract. And then what I need to do is put in some copper, which it actually looks like it's already got copper in it. So beautiful. We're good. Wonderful. So I'm going to take that out. Oh, if it lets me. There we go. And we now have a Smeltery Controller. Wonderful. The rest of this stuff can start up again. Let's, hook that up. And realistically, at this point, with the way that this works, we can probably just have it go into a trash can just to empty it all. Why not? Or I can just leave it, actually. Let's just leave it as it is. Yeah, sure. It should look good enough. So we can place those down. This thing... Yep. Awesome. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm going to run back over here. I'm going to slap this guy back down, here where it was. And then we're going to pretty much replace all these blocks. All right, so we currently need clay, right? And what we're going to do is something a little bit cheatsy to get our hands on it. We're going to come over here. I'm going to search clay. We're going to click on this. And we're going to see a recipe here using water essence and dirt essence. These are going to need dirt seeds, like so. And they're also going to need water seeds, like so. And we're going to chuck both of those into this crafter. We're going to then open up this search seeds. We're going to craft, I guess, 10 water. Ooh, what do we need? Water agglomeratio. All right, how do we get that? Water agglomeratio. Okay, not too bad a recipe. We can do that. What do the dirt seeds need? Do these need dirt agglomeratio? No, they just need dirt. Yeah, I'll put it somewhere else. All right, but anyway, I should be able to now order 10 of these seeds. Oh, what do we need clay to make the clay? Oh my god. Okay, let me get some clay first. All right, we got some clay. Can I craft a stack? I'm going to craft a stack of each. A stack of that and a stack of this. Beautiful. They should craft. I'll probably have to speed them up a bit just to, you know, make sure that they happen this episode. And then from there, we're just going to grow the stuff. And it'll be very quick. And this episode's probably very long. And in fact, it's guaranteed very long. But, who cares? All right, let's speed that up like crazy. And then let's speed up this like crazy. And speed up this. And speed up this. Yep, there we go. Alright, most of the seeds are done. The water ones we're still waiting because it's having to craft a bunch of stuff here. But for the most part, we're good. Which means we can run over to this area. And currently, as you can see, they're not even all running because we've only got diamond seeds in there currently. So what we can do, if I figure out how to actually move, is we can grab those seeds out. So we can grab out all the dirt seeds and all the water seeds. And we can chuck them into here. So dirt seeds, water seeds, back to front, whatever. Chuck these in. And now we should be getting all that stuff. And reasonably quickly too. So from here, that's pretty much it, to be completely honest. We're pretty much good. That should allow us to get our hands on some clay. What I'll have to do though is add the recipe for that clay, but that should be pretty good. Oh, and I just realized we're going to be getting 24 of these. Oh wow, we're in for a treat. This is going to be an amazing recipe. Like we genuinely have enough clay now. So let's search for our clay. Click this. Can I like already order 1,000? I already can. That is it. Like that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's keep 10,000 clay. Is that like actually doable as well? I think it's doable over time. Anyway, we'll open this up and I will now craft a lot more grout. Oh, we're actually out of sand now. Awesome. Cool. You'll have to see it. Okay. This is pretty much it again. Although this time we will need a different tank. So we'll get our seared tank. How does that sound? Now we're going to need a few other things. One of which is going to be a seared drain. So we'll grab one of those. The next thing is going to be a seared chute. So we'll grab one of those. And that's roughly it. So obviously the tank, this time we should be able to place it up in the middle here. And this should do the trick. So we'll place that guy there. We'll replace all the things I got rid of. All right, so that guy's getting fuel now. Then what we're going to do is on one of these sides. Is that how we're going to do it? Or we could do it on the front if we wanted to. Maybe we do it at the front. I'm going to place this here and place this here. Sorry. I'm going to place a chute on one side and a drain on the other, like so. And so the drain obviously lets fluids go in or out, and the chute lets items go in or out. So on the left side, we're probably going to want fluids to go in, putting in both the things we want. I might just do this with an exporter, just because it's honestly kind of easier to do. And then, yeah, because this will allow us to do like a regulator. So, for example... if I search regulator, apparently we need to craft it. Apparently we don't have these auto-crafted. Fair enough. But anyway, we'll grab this guy, open this up, chuck it in, and we're going to specify... Oh, well, I guess... Realistically, we probably want just a crafter slapped on this. As odd as that might sound. Because then we can specify exactly what we want crafted. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to place this. Looks like we do need to wrench it around. Can I wrench with this? Nope, I need a refined storage wrench. Awesome. Alright, well, it's wrenched around. It's now facing the right way. So we'll put patterns in there for crafting the alloys, and that should honestly work wonderfully. And then over here, we can just have an importer. Beautiful. And then in the middle here, we can just place our network contraption. So it's not the prettiest thing you've probably ever seen, but it's a thing nonetheless. So this will be a receiver. We'll right-click there. We'll fly back to our, I don't know, our transmitter island, our bridge. Open this guy up, chuck that in, and then fix up the sign. Okay, and that's the alloy stuff. Beautiful. So if we come over here, the first thing I want to do is, have any of these made soul lava? They kind of haven't, they? That's not good. That's not good at all. Give me some tips in order to make this soul lava. I thought this would work. Let me know if maybe it needs to be full blocks. Like, I don't think it does, but it's definitely possible. We can sort of test that out. Like, if I break this, that should be fine, and hop in here, I can place... Oh god, here, can I help out? I can place one, like, here, and now there's a full lava source there. So, if it works, at least one of these should have soul lava in it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll check in on that later. In the meantime, all I need to do, I believe, is set this to items. Yep, that should be good. I think I just need to set this guy to have recipes in him. And we can honestly do that right here. And that's probably, honestly, a much better decision than anything else. So, patterns go there. I'm going to search, for example, Unobtanium Allthemodium alloy. So I'm going to put this recipe here. But instead of the alloy, I kind of just want the resource, right? So, what's this? I kind of want, how much is an ingot, sorry? Let's search, alloy. Let's search Unobtanium Allthemodium alloy. This guy costs us 90 millibuckets. So it actually is pretty much this recipe. How do I want to do this? Oh, but we also need a Piglet heart. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that actually makes it a little bit trickier because obviously, how do I put the Piglet heart in there? Yeah, because that's a chute. Or that's a drain instead of a chute. That actually makes it really annoying, doesn't it? Okay. Hold on. Can I put fluids through the Smeltery Controller? For example, if I have soul lava, can I put soul lava in there? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, God. Ugh. Alright, but if I have water, can I put water in there? No, okay. How do I do this then? What do we think is the play? I mean, realistically, this guy can just stay full of Piglet hearts, right? Like, I'm honestly, I think so. Like, I don't know what else he needs. So this can go here. This guy can be told Piglet heart. We can grab a single cable, slap that there. So this guy's now full of Piglet hearts. Oh, but he's constantly taking stuff out. We're going to change this to blacklist the Piglet heart. So now it's full of Piglet hearts. Wonderful. So far, so good, right? Item cannot be molten. Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. That's not what we do at all. It's in the casting thing that goes, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. In fact, this doesn't even need to be a chute. Hold on. I might be losing my mind. This needs to be a drain as well, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm a lunatic. Listen, I apologize for whatever we just witnessed. So this is going to break. This will be another seared drain. This is going to be a fluid pipe with a filter. So we'll place the pipe, set this guy to extract, open him up, chuck in the filter, and we are going to, realistically, all we have to do is blacklist the 3 fluids that aren't alloys. So for example, Unobtanium. I should probably do molten underscore Unobtanium, and then I should probably do T construct molten Unobtanium. Molten Unobtanium. Is that not it? Oh, it's actually, I think it's from Allthemodium, even though it's yeah, even though it's molten, it's still from the Unobtanium mod. So what we actually want to do here is Allthemodium. Oh, actually, I think as well we want to put a hashtag in front, and then we write Allthemodium colon molten, and we can copy this because we're going to do it for other ones. Underscore. Oh no, sorry, molten. Yeah, underscore Unobtanium. Did that do it? Molten Unobtanium. I mean, that looks correct in my eyes. Oh, Unobtainium. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Like, we can figure this out regardless. Like, for example, if I grab Unobtanium and I go ahead and chuck this in here, it should melt, right? Not enough heat, no tank in structure. Really? This tank in the roof doesn't count? How annoying is that? Why doesn't that tank count? Ugh, fine. Alright, the tank's there now, so now magically it works. That's fine though. We can replace this. I'm gonna need to place these pipes everywhere. This obviously needs to be a normal pipe. This will connect like so. I mean, it's not pretty at all now. It's quite hideous, but as long as it works, I guess. This will go down here, and it'll go into there. Beautiful. We can, once again, have it so that we can at least see the stuff go through. Why not? And then we place our pump back. Wonderful. And then we just spin it around, and we should have the stuff going through. Beautiful. If we want to, we can speed this thing up. As you can see, it goes a lot faster now. That should be good enough. And then we can slow it down a bit just to, I don't know, keep things looking nice. Okay, so we now have molten Unobtanium. What I might actually do is put pretty much all of this stuff in here because I want a bucket's worth, essentially. Because I want to figure out how to actually, what do you call it? How to actually get this stuff. So in the perfect world, what we do is we just right click on the drain with this and we'd get a bucket's worth. But I think we need more, right? We actually need a decent amount more because this obviously needs to be 1,000 mil buckets. So we'll chuck all this stuff in. Just try and smelt it up. It smelts pretty fast, even though it's all this crazy fluid. But here we go. We now have a bucket of it. So I'm going to open up this guy. Oh, I guess I need to set him to extract. Open him up. Check out upgrade. And I'm going to paste in this bucket. And as you can see, this is the tag that we are apparently meant to use. Oh, you don't use the hashtag. You just write Allthemodium molten unobtanium. I guess that makes sense. Okay, sure. So we add that there. That means we should also be able to do paste this, get rid of the hashtag, Control A, Control C. So now we just have Allthemodium molten, and then we do underscore, for example, Vibranium. There we go. We can click submit. And then we do the same thing. This time underscore Allthemodium. Submit. Beautiful. So these raw materials are now blacklisted from this smelter. That's perfect. That's what we want. And so all of this stuff will instead go into a tank. No, sorry. It will go into a casting basin? Casting table? I don't remember. I think it's a casting table. Like this. With a piglet heart on it. I'm pretty sure that's what we want to do here. Can we double check? Casting, yeah, on a piglet heart. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that should just do the trick. To be completely honest with you, that should genuinely be good enough. All we need to do now is have the importer, so this guy here, placed on top, set him up to be a blacklist for piglet charts. We're also going to need an exporter. This guy's obviously going to be putting in the piglet charts, so in regards to where we put him, I guess we'll place him here. No harm done there, I guess. Connect the cable there. We'll obviously need some more cables. That should be fine. 1, 2, maybe? Maybe just one. Just one. There we go. And this guy will be told to put piglet hearts in there. Perfect. All is good in hot dog stand. All that's left is to add the pattern. So, what's the pattern going to look like? Well, we don't need to put piglet hearts in. We literally just need to put in the molten stuff. So if I search at Allthemodium molten, none of this is synced. Sorry about this episode, by the way, but you're getting a long one. So molten Allthemodium, we want to put in, for example, to make this thing, we want to put in, was it 0090 set? Let's double check. So to make this, we need 90 millibuckets. To get 90 millibuckets, 90 and 90 equals 90. So yeah, we put 90 in. So I drag this in, click this, make sure it's set to just 90, click set, click tick, bada bing, bada boom, chuck this in there. You ready? We can turn off our shaders if we want. We've got currently 350 millibuckets in there, which realistically I do want to get out. I guess I can manually do something here. Yeah, like if I just take this out, I think this works. No, it doesn't. Hold on. I think I need to put some stuff in here. Like, for example, if I chuck this stuff in, that'll smelt up, that'll alloy, and it will get taken out and put in here, and then it will get turned into the thing. So I think it's one... Yeah, I think we're just combining the ingots here. So I think it's actually working perfectly. So, for example, I chuck in another ingot. This will get it down to, what? 170. We chuck in another one. And so we get us down to almost there. Then we chuck in this, and it won't be perfect, which is a little bit upsetting. But I think it can be perfect, assuming I put this stuff back in by doing that. And then we just top this off with about 9, it looks like, or 10. Yeah, I think 10 does the trick. All right, let's see. They're all combining. 90 Allthemodium left. We can do that. One extra piece, and voila. Okay, awesome. So then this thing's casting. I mean, to be honest, it apparently takes a while, but we should actually be getting these alloys. That is genuinely, I'm pretty stunned at how long that genuinely took. But hey, check out this. Allthemodium alloy ingot. How cool is that? We can toggle our shaders back on. Whew. Awesome. In terms of our dripstone again, we toggle the shaders back off. We got nothing. So let me know what I'm meant to do here. But regardless though, that's how you alloy stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Genuinely, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the helpful comments. Hopefully you're still enjoying this stuff. I'm still enjoying it somehow. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. This is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Hopefully that thing works. Otherwise, it's just a beautiful ornament. But yeah, I might be doing something wrong here. I know there was something weird about how these dripstones work. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm sure I'll find out. So yeah, okay. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.